Hello, everyone. It's good to see you again today. I'm going to be talking about something that is very dear to my heart. As I come to my practice as a counselor and in relationship of both single and married, I keep hearing one word consistently, and that word started getting to me. I hear that word with people in relationships. I have that word with people in marriage. And that word is not, he or she is not intentional. So I'm going to start a series called Loving Intentional. Intentional love. Intentional love. Because I discovered that one of the major problems most relationships are having now is people are complaining that, you know, people are not intentional. I asked myself once, is it that we have lost the act of intentionality in relationships of late? It just anybody just goes comes to me and says, I what's happening is that you're not intentional. Or you hear things like single say things like they're not an intentional man. And I ask myself, what happened to that intentionality all of a sudden? It looks like everywhere you look at, everybody's asking to be seen. Everybody asking to be valued. Everybody's asking to be in the mirror and to make me feel loved in that mirror. Are people losing their acts to being intentional? Are people distracted and all that? So I'm going to be talking about it. I just want to lay a full foundation now. Now, Genesis chapter 2, verse 23 and 24 says, and Adam said, this is now the bone of my bone and the flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman because she was taken from man. Therefore, a man shall leave his father and his mother and cleave to his wife. If that is not intentionality, I don't know what that is. That was intentional. He was focused on this is one person, and I'm going to cling on to that person. And so that's very important. So when you look at when it comes to being intentional, there are a few things that are there. Everyone that there is no love that doesn't want you to be. I want to be specific with somebody. I just want to be. No, this person is a person I love. So there are two sides to it. The one that is looking for intentionality and the one that should get intentionality. Now, I just want to talk about a few things. I will lay foundation. Then we build on that as we go on. So a few things I want to say. Number one, to be intentional, you cannot assume, you will ask. You can't assume that assuming I'm intentional. I think I'm doing everything right. You ask, am I doing everything right? Check in and find out if what you are doing is right. If you are getting the person the right way, the person wants to be gotten. That's the problem. You don't assume, you ask to be sure that you are gotten. That's very important. Some people, the problem they have is they know somebody that was loved some way. The way your mom wants to be loved is the way you want to love another person, or the way you see love being loved, people being loved in maybe a movie is the way you feel every woman is loved. I remember my pastor once told me that I had somebody that they went on a trip together, and one person was buying for his wife clothes. He didn't call the wife, but just buying things for the wife. But he, on the other hand, he said he was calling his wife every day, and to one buy bringing clothes home, bringing shoes, bags home is intentionality. To another, calling and hearing your voice on a regular basis is intentionality. So the first thing that's important is that you don't assume, you ask. You don't assume that I'm intentional. You ask that am I getting it right? You can't love two people the same way. We are all different. The way A wants to be loved is different with the way B wants to be loved. Second one is this: you do not neglect, you nurture people. I've seen people that just leave people, they will be all right. Nobody is not all right. Love is nurtured. Love is cultivated. You cultivate love. If you plant corn, the way you gather corn is you cultivate corn. You will do the ridging, you will plant it, you will water it, you will weed it. The same way love wants to be cultivated. One of the things I've discovered that most people need to understand is that you don't say, I love somebody, you plant the love in the person's heart, and you go away. You should be growing by yourself. You water yourself, do this for yourself. Love is not held like that. Love is cultivated. And you need to understand that love, you don't neglect love, you cultivate love. So listen to this. The love that you do not cultivate can become hate if you leave it over there. Weeds will have grown, other seeds will have been planted on that same ridge, and they'll be crowding for the love. All of a sudden, the person looks into his heart, does not see that word, that seed you planted. All the person sees in his heart, all the person see is bitterness and hate for you, because you did not water what is important. So love needs to be cultivated. You cultivate it. Think about it the way you think of agriculture. You cultivate it the same way so that it can grow. You cultivate it. I was watching a video on how grapes are planted. When the grapes come out, they go there and prune the grapes so that you remove the small ones, so that it will give space for the grapes to grow big and to be flourish. So you cut some of the grapes out so that you think that if I'm cutting it, am I not wasting the grapes? You are not wasting it. The supply will be go to the grapes that are the best. So people that really grow grapes, they cut out the grapes that are small, that are too close to one another, so that they can grow big and they can be very fruitful and flourish well. Very important. Love is not neglected. Love is nurtured. The other one is you don't react carelessly to love. You respond thoughtfully. That's the other one that gets to me. So people say in love, they just do things anyhow. Everybody have emotions, no matter how strong they are. The strongest of men still has feelings. Blood flows through their body. Their veins, blood flows through it. And because blood flows through it, they have feelings. They have feelings for people. So in this intentional love series that we are talking about, you know that everybody has feelings. So you don't respond to people carelessly or just harshly. You talk to them thoughtfully. Respond to them based on where they are coming from, the kind of person they are, where they are going to. It helps you to be intentional about them. The way what they hear from you is what they hear from you is you care. They don't hear from you, you don't care. I remember there was a time in my relationship with my wife, that things that happen, and there is a way you do some things around your spouse or something that you just make them feel, oh, this guy loves me. This one I can't say it fully here. There was a time I walked a long distance to go and meet my wife on her birthday. When I got there and I told her, she just said, "Oh," and that was it. That was it. After she did that, I know that I knew that then this girl is not going anywhere. I am married. This one we're dating. Then I am married. That is thoughtful. So it's not so much of the money. And I know some women that like the thought of money. They like gifts, but it also they being thoughtful. The last one I'm going to talk about in this introduction of intentional love is you don't take love for granted. You protect it. This one I've seen. A lot of people take love for granted. You feel because he loves you, he will always love you. No, you don't take love for granted. You protect the love. You need to protect the love. The same way also you don't plant a good plant. And after you plant the plant, you now leave do the doors open. Goats will come in, people will come in, they will come in and steal and take things. The same way you protect the love needs to be protected. You need to protect, you need to fence, you need to guard the love and protect it. It means a matter of it makes a lot of difference if you want to your love to be intentional. So either you're single or you are in married or you're in a relationship, you need to learn that you need to protect your love. Protect your love from several things. Protect your love from people. Protect your love uh, from circumstances and situations. Protect your love against the devil. I hope you know that the devil also fights what is good. Protect your love against the devil. Protect your love from from yourself sometimes. So sometimes because you're angry, because some things happen, you need to protect your love, and that matters a great deal. So what does intentional love mean? Intentional means checking in, not checking out regularly. It means choosing your partner again and again, making a decision that I will always choose you. It means understanding that small and constant act of care building within one another. Those small, it doesn't need to be big. Those small care acts of building things together. That is what being intentional is. We started the foundation. I'll say a few things next. See.